Hey guys, my name is London, and today I'm going to be going over how I created a game in under 25 minutes using my asset LJ Stats and Effects. Let's take a look at the game now. So, what is this? Let's give it a try. Boom, boom. Oh, I win. Okay, so what this game is essentially a fighting game that is based on these two characters, and it is set up almost entirely with just LJ Stats and Effects and a few very small scripts that I've created for this demo purpose. We can change the hit values in the inspector just like that. Minimal update needed. It'll allow the game to be much longer. Yay, I win. Perfect. So let's go take a look at the inner workings. So what happens behind the scenes? The characters can block. When they block, they cannot be punched. They can punch. When they punch, it does damage to their health, and they both have health. So let's go about how we're going to create this from start to finish. So first thing you're going to want to do is create a stat set. So every object affected by stats and effects needs to have a stat set. In this case, we just create a fighter. We add a fighter block stat effect, which we create similar to the stat set. We go to this and we just create a stat effect, stat, or type. In this case, we're creating a effect. We are creating a stat, fighter health, and we're creating another effect, punch. Fighter health, you're probably going to want to make that first. You can set your default value, max value, min value, and then put it in the fighter's start stats. So we now have to keep track of fighter health on the fighter. Fighter punch. Now we're going to have to change the fighter health, right? We want it, so how about when this guy hits this other guy, we want to remove health. So we will create a modifier here, and then we will change the type to add, and then minus whatever, we're going to remove this much health from the character because it's negative, and we're targeting fighter health. The type doesn't matter, the length, it doesn't matter. Is it continuous? No, we just want to have this punch happen once. As for fighter block, we want it to stop anyone from getting hit by fighter punch. That's what it does. It provides immunity to punches, and it does not modify fighter health at all. So that is perfect. Now let's go ahead and see how do we do that. Well, in the guy's glove, during the punch, we just temporarily enable using this. We temporarily enable the damage applier, which then has within it this. So when this trigger hits this little green guy, it's going to apply the fighter punch effect, and it's not going to hit himself because we have this checked. And now each of these guys, they're really just the exact same because the system is local. It depends on each transform. It depends on each character setup. So we're not going to have this guy damaging him affect this guy's health or anything like that. So that's quite a relief. Now as for the rest of the game, we have a little particle effect when the guy gets smacked, and we also have a win and lose screen depending on who wins. So red fighter, that's our protagonist. Also we have to disable this right here. Nice. Red fighter is our protagonist, so let's go ahead and take a look at how he works. So underneath his local stat handler, we have a smack listener. So accepted effects or accepted types. In this case, we want to listen for a fighter punch. So since this effect is not continuous, we have to use the instance response. Now when it hits, it just simply plays the particle system. Very simple. And yeah, that's about it. It's very simple. We just set it up like that, drag and drop. Now when he gets hit, it's going to do a nice little particle. As for game logic, we want to apply the block effect when he clicks down on block, and remove the block effect when he lifts his finger from that button. And we also want to play animations. Now this fighter script It's let's take a look at it. It's a demo script. You can take a look at it. It's very short. It's very simple. All it really does is allow you interaction with Unity's input system and trigger the events. So that's pretty quick to set up. Now we want to listen for his health, right? Because we want to win or lose depending on who wins. So when his health changes, first thing that happens, we update the slider, which is how it keeps track of that. It's really just simple drag and drop. And then we respond to his health with the progressive responder. The progressive responder is essentially just a way to do different things at different levels. So let's say we want our guy to, at 1 health, we want to turn him pink or whatever. Then we would just do that, and then add this reference the game object, set game mesh renderer, and yeah, you just set his material or whatever. Now we don't actually want to do that. We just want to make the guy lose when he's dead. So we set it to 0. Now if you want to apply over a certain range of things, you could do it like this, and it'll apply for between 0.5 and 0.6, which is this little section. But we don't want to do that. We just want to lose when he's at 0. But when Blue Fighter is dead, we want to win. So all we really did with Blue Fighter, we copy and pasted Red Fighter, but we changed his glove colors, and we changed what the input does. So we want to input a completely different guy on the Blue Fighter. So that's pretty much what we did. We just had different controls for him, and we replaced what happens when he dies. So when his health is at 0, we want to activate the win screen, right? And of course we have a blue particle effect to show that he's been hit instead, but everything else is the exact same. As you can see, this is a very quick and simple way to set up your game, and especially if you're doing a game jam or if you are prototyping, I absolutely recommend LJ Stats and Effects, not just because I created it, although that does play a big role, but because it's genuinely a good tool for just quickly getting something together. And in bigger projects, it's also very useful for things like, let's say, fire. See, as we can see, he doesn't get any impacts when he's hit. This guy, now he can't be hit because he's blocking. Now let's lose the blue guy. Yeah, see, perfect. So that's basically how I did it. It only took me a couple of minutes, set up a nice gameplay system, and yeah, I highly recommend LJ Stats and Effects. This is the next update that's coming out. It's 1.2, I believe. And yeah, see you guys next time. Thank you for watching the video, and if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Subscribe if you want more videos like this, and thank you very much for watching. Have a good night.